Well, Ten Hag has gone ahead to approve Marcus Rashford's long-term contract extension at Manchester United. Alex Telles, a United player who is on loan at Sevilla, succumbed to an injury. He never succumbed, that's it. Succumb looks like so much a very hard word, but it's right in grammar. But he got an injury while Brazil was playing against a team which goes by the names of Cameroon down in Qatar, and he is going to be subjected to a surgery, seeing him out for a very, very long time. Then another story coming in from Casemiro. The person that really watches the training at Manchester United has come out and really let us know about Casemiro and the manager of Manchester United and how he's being looked at Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. You guys are really great. We are now having 9,100 subscribers, meaning that we are left with 900 subscribers to hit 10,000 subscribers. I believe we are going to hit this mark. I believe it that you guys are really great and you're going to help me reach this mark before this year ends. That is on the 31st of December. I want to see us hitting 10,000 subscribers. And let's enter 2023 with that huge mark down there. Now, Marcus Rashford is one of those players that made a lot of news towards the end of the summer transfer window when a story broke up that his agent, that happens to be his brother, went out and met the board of PSG, and they are willing to pay close to 60 or 70 million pounds to Manchester United to go on and sign Marcus Rashford. The main reason as to why they wanted to sign Marcus Rashford was PSG had promised Kylian Mbappe that they're going to bring him a top class center forward. You get? And they had promised Lewandowski. Lewandowski shunned PSG and went to a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. Then the only option they left with was Marcus Rashford because it was cheaper. At 60-70 million pounds, they thought a deal could happen because by then Marcus Rashford was left with just 12 months on his contract and just 1 year to trigger as an option at Manchester United, and they thought that they could go on and really sign the player. I came out by then and reacted to that story that Marcus Rashford, if at all he wants to go, let him leave Manchester United because he has been really deep in form ever since he came back from injury. When he was really, when he went up, he was in a very bad form ever since he came in from the surgery and recovered from that back injury and obviously his shoulder injury. He was not really doing great, but surprisingly he hit the ground running and he's the top scorer of United this season. He's having close to 8 goals this season, and when you add on the 3 he has scored in the World Cup, he has 11 goals this season, meaning that he's on fire and he's just 9 goals away from hitting 20 goals as he used to do in the previous seasons of 2019-2020 and 2020-2021, where he really blossomed to the heights that we expect him to be. Now, rumors were that Rashford is really wanting a new contract, that's why he's putting up such performances, but obviously the manager Erik ten Hag came out and really reacted to the rumors of PSG wanting Marcus Rashford, that Marcus Rashford is one of those players that he holds in high esteem at Manchester United. He believes is going to blossom, and obviously Ten Hag has come out and really given Marcus Rashford the best that he had deserved, and he has really blossomed into a player that we expect him to be. And every time Ronaldo has been out of the team, these two players, or Marcus Rashford and the other teammates, have been able to lift United to the glory days that we are really fancying for, to see to it that we win most of the games of football. Now, a story has been brought out by Laurie Whitwell, and remember, he's a correspondent of Manchester United at all for ESPN. Sorry, not ESPN, he's for The Athletic. He has come out and told us the following about the contract of Marcus Rashford, that Erik ten Hag liked what he saw from Marcus Rashford early on, and getting him extended for several more years is a priority. He's keen to wait out the break before addressing the issue of out-of-contract players, meaning that Erik ten Hag knew that Marcus Rashford would make it, and he backed him. Obviously, we saw him in the press conference that Marcus Rashford is one of those top players he really believes are really going to come out and blossom for the club. He likes him, and obviously he never disappointed him, and obviously put in performances that are really promising. And obviously the manager is 100% behind Marcus Rashford. Now he's a priority, and he wants to extend his contract for very many years at Manchester United. I believe a 5-year contract is on the table, and I believe it's now about how much Rashford is going to be earning. But for my case, I believe Rashford has always been a player that I've always put in the same level with Kylian Mbappe, though some people would want to hear it, but there is no difference between Kylian Mbappe and Marcus Rashford. The main attribute that has made them successful in this game of football is simple. It's their pace. It's their pace. There is nothing that Mbappe does that Rashford can't do. The problem that Rashford suffered from was the lack of improvement and development. I believe Rashford was last developed when he was under Louis van Gaal. And Louis van Gaal had Marcus Rashford for like 6 months, and then the season came to an end, and he was sacked. Then Mourinho came in through, and Mourinho was just putting Rashford off the left attacking side of the midfield to go on and really run. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in through, no improvement. Ralf Rangnick, no improvement. And then under Erik ten Hag, we are seeing Marcus Rashford even scoring headers. When was the last time you saw Marcus Rashford score a header? He has been getting those opportunities, but he has not been improving. But a manager in Erik ten Hag brought in Ben McCarthy, one of the strikers that I believe we are complete, good in the air, good in the ball, and obviously he has gone ahead to improve Marcus Rashford into a centre forward, or a wide forward that we all wanted to see. So I believe you are going to see very many comparisons in between Marcus Rashford and Kylian Mbappe in the coming years. You get? Even this season, because Rashford is going to explode more and more and more. You see, if he used to score 20 goals in the season when he was managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, how many more goals do you think he's going to score and add to the 20s as he used to score when he was managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? How many more goals is going to score when he's with Erik ten Hag? Because with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he scored 20 goals plus in 2 consecutive seasons. Now, Erik ten Hag is improving Rashford into a better player, and he believes in him. And obviously this season he has scored 11 goals. So it shows you that Marcus Rashford is going to be issued a new contract, and obviously Erik ten Hag is also looking at other players that are out of contract, like Luke Shaw, Freddie for him. I believe no more new contract is going to add it to him, and United is going to really tell him, please leave us in peace. The other player that I believe that his contract is running out is Diego Dalot. I believe he's also going to get a new contract. But when you look at the statement brought to you by Lord Whitwell of the ESPN, it looks like Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to confirm and approve the new contract of Marcus Rashford. Remember, he said that he's not going to reward a player a new contract until the World Cup is over. So the World Cup break, he has gone ahead to go on and value every player, look at him, who deserves a new contract and who doesn't deserve a new contract. And I believe he has to address the money that has to be put into the contract of Marcus Rashford, because we don't want to go in for ridiculous wages like we've been. Ronaldo, when he came in through, he was earning £700,000 a week when we were in the Champions League. When you're in the Champions League, he has been earning close to £500,000. You see, De Gea, £375,000 a week. Casemiro, 360. Sancho, 350. That is very ridiculous, because at Borussia Dortmund, I was told Sancho was earning like £70,000 a week. We multiplied almost times 5 his salary, and he came in Manchester United earning that amount of money. So that is ridiculous. The other player, Varane, I think he deserves it, £330,000 a week. I think if at all we can have like 5 players at £350,000 a week and not exceeding that amount of money, I think our wage structure will be really put to the levels where it's supposed to be. And I think it's one of the issues that Erik ten Hag is going to address with the board of Manchester United, to see to it that our wage structure doesn't really exceed that of £350,000 a week. as a best player. Then we are being told that even though United have an option to extend Marcus Rashford's contract for another season, new contract is a priority. So far, only formal talks have taken place. So formal talks have taken place between Marcus Rashford and Erik ten Hag with the club. They've discussed informally. So I think formal talks are going to take place when Marcus Rashford returns from the World Cup, where he's really firing in goals left, right, and center. And I really believe that he might add one more onto his tally at the World Cup tomorrow when they're playing Senegal. That is Marcus Rashford for you. So Erik ten Hag has gone ahead and confirmed Rashford new contract approval, and it's a priority. He wants it to get it approved as soon as possible by the responsible people at Manchester United to see to it that Rashford is tied onto a long contract at Manchester United. And that is something that we would like to see happen to even other players that are really doing great and have gone ahead to prove that they deserve the new contract. Now, this is what makes Ten Hag a very special manager, that he goes out to give contracts to players that are really worth it. Show me that you want a new contract, prove that you are consistent, and obviously we are going to usher you or give you a new contract at Manchester United. So kudos to Ten Hag. Thank you for being such a very nice manager, and your principles are taking United back to the glory days that we used to enjoy under Sir Alex Ferguson. Now, there is a source coming in from Andy Mitten. You get? He's telling us that a source who sees Casemiro train said the following: the biggest thing with him is how there is no ego. He's a proper professional. He understands the manager's wishes, and it's his strength to hold position and pass forward. Now, there are people that I'm going to go back at. You see, I told people that it was a blessing in disguise when we signed Lisandro Martinez. Ten Hag preferred Julian Timber. Julian Timber said no, and we brought Lisandro Martinez. And when you look at what Lisandro Martinez has gone ahead to orchestrate on the field of play for United, in just 14 games played in the Premier League, and the 6 has played in the UEFA Europa League, those are 20 games that has played together for Manchester United. You can't come out and not appreciate the choice that Ten Hag made, and obviously the denial of Julian Timber to join Manchester United. You get? Now, it was another blessing in disguise for Frankie de Jong to say no to Manchester United, and then we went in for Casemiro. Casemiro comes in through perfect CDM, and people used to say that he's not good at passing the ball forward, he won't link the midfield to the attack a lot. But this is something that we've seen him do game in, game out. And obviously, he has made us rub our tears that we've been having for close to 4 or 5 seasons without a decent CDM. That's it. Now, one thing that is being liked about this guy is that he is egoless. He doesn't have that ego of Cristiano Ronaldo. And when you look at Casemiro, he's one of those players that deserve to be having an egg at the club, because he gets something to the club that no other player the club can add. And Ronaldo, who believed that he had the ego and could portray it everywhere at the club of Manchester United, he had less to offer to the club. Casemiro has much to offer to the club. He's egoless, and that is one of the things that he is being liked about. Then they're telling us that he's a proper professional. That is something that really puts him to the levels of being into the good books with Erik ten Hag. He understands Erik ten Hag's wishes, and it's his strength to hold positions and pass forward. This is something that people had not known about Casemiro, and I saw a lot of people coming out and trolling him after he played the game of, because he first played for United in the game of Leicester City. I think he played very well. It was the game of Southampton, then that of Leicester City. They brought him on. The game of Arsenal, a little bit sloppy, that led into Maguire to get a yellow card. And I told people that this is something that needs time. You can't come out and really troll Casemiro because of 2-3 games. And when he came out in the UEFA Europa League games against Sociedad, he played very well. And obviously, when he started in the game of Everton, obviously put in a very good performance. And ever since then, people have gone ahead to know that Casemiro is really the player that deserved it. And I knew what really caused this, because Scott McTominay had blindfolded them from the game of Liverpool to the game of Arsenal to the game of Leicester City, Southampton. He had blindfolded them that he is really a good player. But on any day, Casemiro will start. Even when Casemiro is in his second gear and Scott McTominay, he's in his fifth gear, he cannot match him. This is a player that has seen very many midfielders in the world embrace him. That is the best. At the World Cup, I believe he's the best CDM that has shown or surfaced in Qatar. So I believe this guy is really powerful, and I believe he's going to take us miles, and kudos to everyone who really sanctioned this deal to go on and take place at Manchester United. And there are lots of stories I'm going to bring you of Casemiro's deal to Manchester United, as how people really came in through and really took it. Now, yesterday, Brazil was beaten by Cameroon, and Alex Telles started the game of football. He played some minutes and taken off because he was injured. And now we are being told by the Global that Manchester United loanee Alex Telles to Sevilla is out of the FIFA World Cup with an injury that may require a surgery. That is Alex Telles. Alex Telles is the player that United bought from FC Porto in the summer of 2020. He came on the last day of the transfer, and United brought in close to 4 players: Edson Cavani, Telles, Pelestri, and Amad Diallo. And amongst all of those, none of those has proven to be a very consistent player at Manchester United. But for Telles, wish you good luck, good surgery, and obviously you are like Gabriel Jesus. He has also gotten out, so let's wait and see what is really going to go on and really happen for Manchester United. The good thing is that he's no longer at Manchester United. He's playing for Sevilla. For United, at the left back, we are safe. We are having Tyrell Malacia and Luke Shaw getting the job done. Thank you guys for watching in. Rokan David is my name. Your reactions to Ten Hag approving Rashford's new contract. Obviously, tell us what you think about Casemiro's hails coming in from the training grounds, and obviously Telles having an injury. I hand you over there, my lord. I sign out for now. See you later, but don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because we are left with 900 subscribers to hit 10,000 subscribers. And guys, you are the most important people that have made me reach this milestone, and I can never fall back not to get you what you guys want. I'm out.